Looks like Diane's come home to old Dirty Dan. And them ponds, they're everywhere and ever can be. And the turkeys, they don't like this heat, but they're moving around good. Welcome, friends. Welcome to the foothills of the Smoky. Another chapter of As the Ridge Turns here in East Tennessee. It's a beautiful morning and it's cool too, but it gets hot in the afternoon. And I know I'd miss that rain. It's not rained here in a couple of weeks now, since them dog days are gone, I guess. But we could use the rain again. And I hope you all doing well and got some rain. Hope you all doing well. The old pond got water in it, but it's drying up again. So let's see who stepped in front of the cameras this week. So relax, take it easy, and let's get started. Now them little ponds, they're as quick as lightning. Look at them. Growing fast, ain't they? They're quick as lightning. And they're all over the place. It seems like they're in every camera. Ain't they beautiful? Some are bigger than others. I think they had them at different times. But ain't they beautiful? And they're growing fast, too. Mommy can't keep up with them anymore. And they're having a good time. And they just all over the place. On the trails, on the ridge tops, everywhere. You just liable to see them anywhere. Here's the twins here. I hadn't filmed the triplets in a couple of weeks. I hope they're doing okay. These little ponds are just so beautiful, and they're growing so fast. Just amazing to see these beautiful creatures. And all the other deer just browsing the woods. And there's old Dirty Dan out in the woods. I'm glad he's up moving around. And there's old Yeller making his round. I don't know where he's headed. The old deer out in these deep woods, they just browse all day long. All these sprouts, samplings. And the little ponds are right behind them. And out on the pass, here's a little robin there on the trail. I film a lot of them, I just don't show them. Then there's a little squirrel out on the path. Checking out these nuts. They're coming in, and they're having a good time with them too. And there's old Dirty Dan moving up the trail. My camera didn't work at the tree this week for some reason. And there's the little twins too on the trail. They're everywhere, I'm telling you. And at the log, there's little Chucky. He's enjoying the day. And he's out browsing too. And there's old Ricky. He's in a fast move today, moving on. And there's another little pond. I can't tell them apart. Wished I could just paint numbers on them. They all look the same. Twins, triplets, singles, it don't matter. Hard to tell them apart. And they just browse too, growing up, growing fast. And up the rock, I'm pretty sure old Diane has come home to Dirty Dan. 'Cause one of them's bigger than the other. And they're working on fixing the house back up, I guess. Gathering up leaves. They're working hard at it. I guess Dirty Dan don't like working much, but he's doing it too. Carrying them leaves in there. No, I don't think they're having young this time of year. Wrong time of year. But gotta take a break every once in a while. Check things out. Just take it easy every once in a while. Yep, it's back to work. Now, he's been coming and going a lot this week. Usually you don't see him much. I guess he's tickled to death if Diane's come back now. And they just come and go. Got things to do, like all the other animals. But old Dirty Dan here, he likes to take it easy. He loves his patio. I'd get him a flea collar if he'd wear it. But anyway, I hope they do good. Old Dirty Dan, he's a character. Now down at the pond, the deer's still using it. You just can't see them. It is so growed up like a jungle here. But they're in it. You just can't see them unless they come up in front of the camera. But these weeds will start going away here pretty. They're on their downward track now. Come dark, the old coons coming off the den trees. It's their time of night. And you just see them anywhere. And they got to say hi every once in a while when they go by a camera. What's new? Camera to camera, seems like. And they just move on. They're so comical. And the old coyotes, they're moving around too. They just following these little animals around. These old coons, they can sense them. They can smell them too. But there ain't no coyote, one single coyote, going to take down a healthy coon. And that's like me driving a chainsaw. The old possums, they're out doing their thing too. All the little animals are. These little animals, they live hard and short lives. And they do what they got to do. Now here's what looks like old Wishbone here. Moving down the trail. Stumbling down the trail, looks like. Probably eating mushrooms, I guess. And there's the only fox I filmed. This looks like Freddy crossing the log. Only capture I caught of a fox this week. And there's a little young buck. Probably another young buck to follow. These little does and these deer, they just browse this ridge back and forth, wherever they mosey to. But the old ponds, they just following around too. Ain't they comical? But they are so precious. The whole family's out browsing on this ridge. And you just liable to see them anywhere. And the old coyotes too. They just follow them around, looking for a vulnerable spot. There's a little family there, does and fawns. And on the path, a little possum moving through, and the coon moving through. Just a crossing area in these rocks. At the log, old coon here, I don't know what he's up to. Just passing through. And up at the rock, he's making his rounds there too. That's just part of their normal pattern. There's a little skunk. Like flat top here. Up the rock. They always moving around too. They just ain't in front of the camera. And there he is again. Of course, that don't look like flat top. That look like wishbone. There he is on the ridge top. Down the pond, the deer still using. They like these weeds and all these different flavors of weeds there. And then old coons is there for sure. You just can't see them. Unless they step up in front of the cameras. On that other camera, you just can't see them. But they're there. Come dawn, all the little old fawns is running around. They've been running all night. They just lay down when they get tired. But they're growing fast, ain't they? It won't be long, it'll be fall. And they just browse with the family, with Mom, the other does. And the turkeys down off the roost, they like these cool mornings. There's some big old toms there. And they just browsing, waiting on the acorns to fall. I haven't seen no acorns. I know the turkey's waiting on them too. And I hope we have a good crop this year. I sure do. We didn't have a good crop last year. But these fawns, they're growing so fast. And they seem like they're everywhere. There's a lot of them. They was late coming in though. But it's time for little old squirrels. The hickory nuts are coming in and they're in the trees mostly. And they're having a good time. Their time of year is coming. They love these nuts. And they're wearing these treetops out. I see nothing but cuttings under these hickories. They're wearing it out. And they're so common. But there's a few on the ground here and there. Well, guys, that's just what stepped in front of the cameras this week. I hope we get more rain. So I want to thank y'all for watching. Y'all take care. God bless. And I'll see you next time.